So sick, any who hate, or you tryna bust my thigh.
Oh my god!
Stand over and butt blocker. The king know I'm done massa.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. Today we're doing something I've never done before, and it's gonna be like a how-to / tutorial video. So today's video is gonna be on how to rotate into Stark Industries and grab the loot. Like you guys know, Stark Industries has some crazy loot. Like it's just bonkers. And the Stark rifle, if you haven't used it already, like if you're not using it, use it. It's so overpowered. Let's get right into it. Alright, so this is what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to land here at Risky. So Risky's right here next to the map, right? So you land at Risky, make sure you're scouting, see if anybody landed with you. You also want to make sure you're scouting in the Stark Industry direction, just so you can get an idea of how many players landed there and how many there might be left. If not, you know, just loot everything up, come to this chest if it's here, blah blah blah, you know, get all the chests, loot everything up, grab a couple of mats. Don't do that. If there's people here, obviously you're gonna have to fight them, so just be smart about it. Try to like finish the fight as quickly as possible, because you want to rotate in here while there's still people fighting, so you can just third party and clean everything up. And there's an upgrade bench here, so it's really easy. Like if you get a charge and you want to pump, just upgrade to the pump, side grade to the pump. The pump is really the best shotgun in the game, so everybody should be using it, unless you're like, you really like the charge and you're really good with it. You can use the charge, but the pump is just way better. So what you're gonna want to do after that is rotate over this way right here, and you got 2 rifts here. Now it's really important that you get out here early enough so that nobody takes both of the rifts, because you're gonna want to use the second one to rotate out once you grab the loot. So for example, you come out here, right? If you see that there's only 1 rift, you might still want to go for that loot, but make sure that you're in zone. Like don't, like if zone pulls like all the way down here or like all the way over here, you might not want to like go up there and risk it, especially if you're like in a tournament where the stacked lobby. So you just come up here. So what you want to do while you're in the air right here is you don't want to go straight down. You want to scout out the area, see where people are fighting, where people have been, and where people still are. Obviously the vault, you can't really see inside of it. You can't see inside of the buildings, but most of the time people are going to be fighting outside of the buildings, and you'll be seeing builds. Sometimes they'll be fighting like right out here, right in here. You'll hear shots, and you just got to come in here and clean them up. Here's an example for you guys so you know what to look for and what to do. So immediately I spot the player in the car, and considering he's not going directly for the vault, I assume there's still another player here. My assumption was correct, as I spot this other player shooting at him with the bots. I proceed to quickly clean him up. If you're playing solos, you can play a little bit more aggressively, considering it's just going to be like one-on-ones, and they're going to be fighting somebody else. So just take shots, kill somebody. After that, if the people that you killed, if none of them have the key card, then somebody already has the key card and either has opened the vault or ran away with the key card, which is like really stupid. So you want to try to make sure you either land on top of the main building or land over here on top of the vault building. And you're ready to go into the vault, you definitely do not want to go in the vault straight away. Like you might want to open this door. You can open this door. Look here. If there's a cone here and if there's a cone here, don't come in. Alright? You can either just wall this off. You can't wall this off because it's too close. So you might just want to like come around. You can pickaxe through here. You can see if there's a cone there, obviously. So pickaxe through here. Like build just in case, because usually players are hiding in here. So this is a good way to counter that. Just always be aware. So this is an example so you guys know what you should not do when you're approaching the vault.
Ve, oye, yo soy tan inteligente que yo vi que el pana venía y esto aquí.
Oh.
Ay,
Oh my god, Joey, tú no lo viste, compadre.
Le di 100 al que salió, le di 100 al que salió.
Noqueado 2, Nico, noqueado 2.
Yo lo vi, bro. Tú no viste que yo dije aquí.
Bueno, yeah. So even though everything worked out in the end for our team, as soon as we saw that cone outside of the vault, we should have known something was wrong and acted accordingly. This is what you guys should do. As soon as you saw that cone, you should back up, build a wall around it and see if there's any players by breaking the structure or trying to bait them out. Another good way is to come up through here and then just pickaxe the roof, because then the players are going to be down there. You can shoot at the cones, you know, come over here, shoot at this cone. You can see if people are in there, and if they are, if this dude comes out right here after you shoot him and you have a boogie him. This will work every time because you can't build in front of the vault and the player won't be able to protect themselves. And then come down and boom, finish the fight. One pump him, whatever you got. After that, you open the vault and you can just put a cone like right there in this area inside the vault, and it'll break like almost all of the chests, and you'll have just one chest left to go. This is what I mean. This will allow you to loot the vault as fast as possible before another team or player shows up. And this is the reason right here that you want to come to this vault. The amount of gold weapons and purple pumps that spawn are crazy. And if you're playing solos, there's no way one solo person is going to grab all of the loot. So even if they're already left and you came late, you can still come out with a purple pump. So you do that, you grab all your loot, the loot that you want. And this is really important. So if you're playing pubs, there's going to be a chopper right here, and you can just use that to rotate. But if you're playing arena or a tournament, like I said before, you're going to want to go back to the rifts. So you want to pay attention. If you hear a rift going off really nearby while you were fighting this dude or doing whatever it was that you were doing, you probably won't want to go check because you're probably going to hear it go off. But you can still check. You want to go check regardless. So you look down here. You see if there's a chest. Yes. So you look down here. You see if there's a rift. Yes, you see your rift, the one that you didn't use. And then, so the fastest way to get down here is just to use this zip line, jump off, and then go back to this rift. And this rift is really important, so because this is the rift that's gonna get you the hell out of Dodge, if you know what I mean. Like for example, let's say we were fighting here, right? First zone closes. We had first zone. Thankfully, we were lucky enough to get first zone. Second zone pulls way over here, and you're in the congested side of zone, so there's players all around you. And then you got to go up this mountain where there's probably players camping on high ground, or go through here, which is not a good idea either because you can't really see everybody, low visibility. So this rift is going to get you the hell out of here. Another good rotation, like I'm going to go back up there and show you guys. Another good way to rotate out, if you're up there and you don't see a rift, another really good way to get out of here is to get one of the Stark Industry cars. So these cars, they're right here. There's one right there, and then there's two in here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's two in here. These cars don't run out of fuel, and they're like just super fast. So you got roads to get here, here, anywhere around like this side of the map. If it pulls this side, you can use one of those Stark Industry cars to get there. If it pulls like over here, it's gonna be pretty difficult because you're gonna have to go through this, and there's really no roads. I still think you should use that to get as far as you can because it's gonna offer you some protection. Just be careful, you could get boogie bombed out of it. So like when you're rushing players, if you jump off this cliff and you see a player, think twice before rushing him in the car because he might have a boogie bomb. Nowadays in solos, a lot of people carry boogie bombs and they're really effective, so you should start carrying boogie bombs. So yeah, that's basically the best way to rotate into Stark Industries. Not directly land here, but rotate in, grab some loot, and get out. Maybe grab a kill or two, clean up some third parties, you know. Nice and easy kills. And you're probably guaranteed to come out with a purple pump because in there, like, purple pumps spawn like crazy. And you also want to grab a Stark Industry rifle. So the bots in here will have them. Again, like I said before, if you don't like the Stark Industry rifle, it's alright, you can just use a regular AR. But if you don't, like, you gotta start using these. Like, the only way I would say it's alright for you to use a regular AR is if you have a scar, like a purple gold scar. Like if you have really good aim, then you can just use the scar. But the Stark Industry rifle is just so versatile and it does so much damage. As you guys can see, the Stark Industry rifle can be used from long range to deal crazy damage and can also be used as an SMG to just hip fire spray people at crazy high speeds. So this gun is really versatile, and if you're not using it, I know I've said it a million times already, use it. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful or entertaining in any way, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more content. Let me know what your favorite tip was and what's your favorite rotation in the current meta. Do you use the Stark Industry Rifle or do you stick to a regular AR? Do you go to the Stark Industry or do you avoid it at all costs? Let me know in the comments down below. Have a good day guys, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.